Check it out. That's right. It's Chef. That's what Chef is right there. It's MLBB with Ace. That's what Chef goes by. So take some time to come by and follow like a chef. I'm doing an interview with a very interesting gentleman. That's a fellow gamer out of Australia. This is PS2 Fat Boy. He is a Australian gamer. Has a pretty good following on YouTube and TikTok. But as you can see, this is his page here. This is two older gamers in a community that is very young. Here's his TikTok page. Please go over, drop him a like, follow, share, all that stuff. As you can see, he has a pretty good followings on TikTok, over 25,000 strong Australian streamer. Put another shrimp on the barbie, maybe? Did a reach out to him via TikTok to him and wanted to have just a one-on-one conversation to start off with him. There's my TikTok. PS2 Fat Boy from Australia and myself, Chef. Hope you guys really take the time to like, follow, share. Take some time to listen to what we have. This is just insight from two older gamers from two different sides of the world. Pretty fun stuff, getting to know him as well during this process. And please enjoy the content. Here's the interview. Deuces. Well, the initial reason for this is that I can't tell you much. I appreciate the content that you put out on TikTok, and I'm really surprised to see how high that your numbers are on TikTok compared to how they are on YouTube. I thought your numbers would be much higher on YouTube.
Well, I've just sort of like dabbled with YouTube.
Dabbled, you know what I mean? It?
Yeah, I'm just sort of like recently putting a bit more effort in it because I just feel like how do I put it? You know the old saying, you can't put all your eggs in one basket sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm sort of like, I know my main audience is on TikTok, but the stuff that I'm doing on YouTube is kind of different from what I'm doing on TikTok, where I mainly focus on gaming stuff. YouTube is like, I'm just throwing stuff on the wall and see what sticks.
And it's funny to say that because I've gone through the aspect of actually hiring somebody to get over those tears and those things, and YouTube is so particular on their criterias of what they consider is organic material or not.
Yeah.
As opposed,
Unless it's shorts, you throw anything on shorts, you can guarantee to get 500 views.
Well, and that's the shorts is crazy too, because I've always been, maybe my best is like 16,000, but with the election that we've had going on down here, I put up a video that's gotten 1.5 million views, and
nice.
And I don't even know if they're going to even consider it organic or not, because it's something that I pulled off of TikTok and edited myself and then reposted. So
yeah.
But anyways, the gaming aspect of this is that how old are you? By the way,
I turned 50 this year in July. I'm in the 50s club now, man.
Welcome to the club.
Thanks, man. You what are you? You're
just turned 55.
Oh, happy birthday, man!
It was a happy one too, by the way. Yeah. And I don't know if you can hear this or not, but I had to play this for you. Some of the original Australian music here. You ready?
Back in Black. There's a mix. Hey, the Bee Gees and AC/DC. Yeah, I love those mixtures. Yeah,
you're covering those two together there.
The Gibb brothers were amazing. They brought a lot of they were disco back in the 70s, man.
They were putting out really solid hits.
Yeah, well, who in the 70s didn't have Saturday Night Fever as an LP?
Right.
But yeah, that was one of the biggest soundtracks ever. Like, it was
absolutely.
Massive.
And then I had to throw this one.
Career. Yeah.
Had to throw this one in too as well.
Yeah.
That
Who can it be now?
Yeah, that
was Work.
Yeah, the Minute Work. That's another big Australian. It is Wednesday over where you're at right now, right?
Yeah. No, it's actually
Thursday.
I'm like, I'm probably about 15 or 16 hours ahead of you.
That's crazy.
Where are you? But it's crazy, you know. I'm in the future. You think I'd have all the lottery numbers by now? I think I'd be sitting on a pile of money.
Yourself, you're employed. It looks like you're some type of warehouse worker. Give me the deets about that.
Yeah. Well, I do. I'm in exporting business. We work in an abattoir, so it's like a meatworks, and I'm in charge of exporting the frozen goods, which is actually camel meat. We export camel meat overseas. We actually export to US, and because it's like a lot of halal-based countries eat camel meat. And we have wild camels in Australia. Like nearly 5 million camels are running wild in Australia. So,
really,
because they were introduced into Australia when they were trying to get to remote areas. The camel, the horses couldn't get to those areas. They needed water all the time. A camel would sustain itself a lot better. So they used to use the camel and just stack piles of stuff on them. And then when they didn't no longer needed them, when they were able to get vehicles in, they just let them go, and then because they flourished in the wild out there.
That's crazy. So, do you guys? Yeah. I mean, are they running amok wild, or do you have farms of them, or what? How does that work?
Well, they are wild. So people catch them, and then they sell them to us, and then we cull them, and then we export the meat. But there's a lot of them, but the only problem is they do a lot of damage to the agriculture and stuff too. Because they eat anything, mate. They will eat anything. They even eat dirt. They're just crazy, those things, and they're wild and they're dangerous too.
I was going to say they get a little mean, don't they?
Yeah, mate. They're pretty mean. I would not mess with them. Like we've had a few people in Australia get killed by them.
So you're in a cooler all day. It looks like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the freezer store for most of the time and just sort out boxes and shipments and stuff like that. So I'm kind of over that business, and that's why I want to work on the TikTok and stuff like that. Hopefully, get somewhere. And I feel like I'm starting to make some traction, starting to get somewhere.
Now, when did you actually physically start gaming yourself? I know we've all. I mean, me having a couple years on you, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Intellivision, Mattel's television.
The Intellivision, I think, is more of an American thing, wasn't it, over there? Yeah, I know. I think they were in Australia, but not flourished as much.
Okay.
But my first ever console that I owned would have been the Atari 2600. That was my baby.
The 2600, absolutely.
Yeah. So that was my jam. I had a Commodore 64.
Did you ever get the
Nintendo
5200?
Sorry?
You ever get the Atari
5200? No, I didn't. Because I heard that one was kind of crap. I heard it was kind of it was a box of rubbish. Whatever they did right with that previous Atari, they did wrong with the next upgrade. So I sort of skipped that one. Played a lot of arcade machines.
Sure.
Like going to the local arcade parlor. Well, we didn't have where I lived. It was a small town, so. You probably had like your mum and pop shops who had like the pinball machines and stuff like that. We called them a tucker box, the local tucker box shop. You go there, get your food and stuff like that, and you'd hang out with your friends and put your money on the cabinets on the machines and play Neo Geo, Double Dragon, Wonder Boy, pinball. We spent way too many hours, trying to outdo each other.
Played a lot of Dig Dug.
Yeah, Dig Dug was a jam. Dig Dug was awesome. Yeah, that was a good game. And Ghosts and Ghouls. Yep. Golden Axe. There's just so many games. Outrun. Remember when they had the racing games? And, but also the pinball machines. I loved Doctor Who pinball, Judge Dredd pinball. Oh, there's just so many. So many machines.
So when did you have that particular moment when it came to you that maybe I should get online and start streaming things different games? What was?
Oh, actually, I started streaming in about 2017 on Twitch, and I used to play a lot of Call of Duty with friends on the old 360.
Okay.
And I was playing on the 360, and one of our friends said, "Oh, I've got to stop gaming now. I'm going to go on Twitch. And I said, what's Twitch? She said, I stream on there. And I said, what do you mean you stream on there? I said, it's a platform where you can stream and play games. And I was like, maybe I can do that. I just thought,
I get it.
But yeah. So I thought I'll try it out. And our internet was a hot pile of garbage. So I couldn't upload properly and couldn't play it properly because Australia had really bad internet back then. So I waited it out, and then NBN was introduced, which was a faster internet for Australia. And so I thought, okay, I'll try it again. And then I got my Xbox One, and I used the Kinect camera that came along with the Xbox One.
Right.
And I just sat on my chair and played games and looked at my laptop and my chat, So it was really really basic stuff. But
I think you'd be really surprised how many people still do it that way. To tell
you they still do, especially on TikTok.
Yeah,
people just using their phones and just staring at the screen, and they're getting tons of people.
Absolutely.
So I did that. I was just getting that bug. Like, I'm enjoying this. I'm actually getting viewers coming in. They were liking the interaction. I was making new friends.
Watching big gamers and seeing what they're doing and going,
Well, I when I first started, I just sort of was really lucky on who was coming by my streams. There was a little game called Friday the 13th. I don't know if you played that.
I've heard of it.
It's like a horror. Anyway, it's a horror game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it came out just as I started streaming. So I was streaming to maybe 2 or 3 people on average, which I thought was great. And then on the release of Friday the 13th, I thought I'd dress up like one of the characters, like one of the victims, have a bit of fun with it.
And this was back in 2017?
2017, yeah. So I was probably 6 months into streaming now. 6 months into streaming. And this was the eve of the release of the game. So I'm playing this game, and like everyone's streaming this game. And then the game servers crashed. And so a lot of people couldn't play the game. But not all of them crashed. I was still playing. And then so suddenly this flood of people coming into my channel to watch someone play this game. So I had like 700, 800 people coming in out of nowhere. I thought my laptop was broken because I had all these people playing. And they're saying, how come you're still... And they were saying, how come you're still streaming? How come you're still playing? I said, I don't know what's going on. So I'm looking at other channels. And so overnight, I garnered like 500, 600 new followers just out of that night. So...
Timing is everything in life.
Timing is everything. Yeah,
it truly is.
It is. And then I started playing Star Wars Battlefront a lot because I was meeting a lot of older gamers who love Star Wars, and I was like an old school Star Wars fan, and I started getting an audience out of that. And I even had some people from EA come past and say, we're working on the new Battlefront 2. And I was like getting super excited. And
wow.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
And but then I got sort of stuck on that bug where I felt like I had to play the same game to garner that audience. And it happens a few times. You feel like you're compelled, you need to play that game to get that audience.
Now, let me ask you this. During these times when you are playing, was there a specific crew that you were playing with, or is it by yourself? Were you playing solos? And was there different times of the day that you were playing that you found that were...
Well, I was doing mostly at night. Because my work schedule was pretty intense back then, but this was pre-COVID, so I was working a lot of hours. So I would do it like at night, and then there was some good friends of mine who I would jam on Xbox beforehand. So
nice.
So that would come through, and then also some new people. Yeah, exactly. And then I have some new people come in as well who are watching the stream on a regular basis, and they say, "Hey, is it all right if we jump in too?" And it's like, "Yeah, sure, more the merrier." Get in there, let's play. So we try to keep it like a fun environment and stuff like that, and take the piss out of each other and stuff like that. But my problem is like, I can't keep doing the same thing. I can't keep playing the same game over and over again. Like, I can't be those streamers that just keep playing one game. It does my head in.
I totally get it.
It does my head in. Yeah,
it's almost like I have the attention span of a doorknob, as they say, because literally turn it and
we might be related.
Yeah, and so and that's why I think that really good for people to that have that attention disorder is to be able to have that PlayStation Plus. I know I'm on the PlayStation side of the family. You're all over on the Xbox side of the family.
I'm on PlayStation as well, man. I'm on both.
That's right, because the PS2, of course, that's in your name.
I actually got a PS5 recently.
Oh, nice.
And I'm loving it. Yeah,
that's what I'm playing too. Is I love it. But
It's a great console.
It truly is. And so I have a 17-year-old son, and he's all about the Xbox and that stuff as well too. But with the console aspect of it and the cross-gen ability to be able to play it's really, really helps. But there's a lot of and I'm sure I know you've ran into this, that there's a lot of toxicity out there when it comes to discords and so many different groups and the style of play. And I just refuse to have my game mic on open lobby.
I don't do that. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't play with randoms anymore. I play with my community and my Discord. They even got rules too.
Even to the point, have rules. Do I have one particular gamer that I still play occasionally with, and I just got done playing some Call of Duty a couple days ago with him, and just that tone. I hate that yelling. I hate that toxicity and that type of playing, and that's what I'm sure that you have seen a lot of that. Yeah,
so much, mate. Like, you know, it's amazing. It's amazing how quickly the tone can change when you're playing like a competitive game, and I feel that a lot that has to do with streamers and creators, because people are always playing games as like it's a do or die situation, or esports. You know, it's like, if we don't win this game, it's the end of the world, sort of thing. I'm trying to bring back just having fun. Like, you know, it's Call of Duty. When it's not the end of the world if we don't win the game.
Absolutely,
you know. And so we've been doing community games where I've been making my own custom games where we go against each other.
That's so much fun.
And I said to people, let's just have some fun. And then I said, this is how sweaty people are, especially the younger peeps. Like, the younger peeps really get super sweaty.
Absolutely.
And I said, let's just do shotguns without any attachments. Like, what? I can't do attachments. What? I can't use my sniper. It's like, yeah, let's just fuck
natural. Absolutely.
Let's just fuck around and have fun.
Yeah.
And they're like, but I got to get my shotgun. It's like, mate, it's just, you know, they just couldn't comprehend that they couldn't have like a normal run-of-the-mill default weapon.
Yeah,
I couldn't comprehend it. And it's like, listen, this is what we call fun. And then we said, do knives only. And they're like, and then they started to unwind and relax what I was trying to do. So listen, let's just have fun with it. Like, and then I was running around with the only one with a shotgun, and everyone also had their own preset weapons. And then they started to like understand what I was trying to do, and this is actually okay. And then they started to unwind. You know, it doesn't matter if you're number one or not, like if you're bottom of the ladder, just as long as you're having fun. But
I have a 11, almost 12-year-old daughter as well too, and she's all about Fortnite and all that. But I've introduced her to Call of Duty now, and I refuse to let her play. She doesn't play by herself. And I won't.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have not put her in a public lobby yet.
Oh, hell no! Don't do that.
Yeah, so I have done the customs aspect of it with her, and she's getting it. Beautiful beard, by the way.
I love yours, man. Look at that gray stuff.
We got that amazing. Gray. That's because of kids. Because the kids suck the color out of you, the life out of you.
That's where I used to have. This used to be brown. Right now, like my kids don't even live with me. They still suck the soul out of me.
I get it. Now that's what I noticed too. You have a son, and how old?
Yeah, I have a son. He's 23, and my daughter is nearly 27.
Okay, and so you're an empty nester now.
I am an empty nester now. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, and my missus, she's got 3 kids of her own. They're all adult, and they're adult grown, and they're doing their own thing. So as well, so it's just me and her in the house with 2 cats and a dog.
You are truly an empty nester, that's for sure. Yeah. Well,
I've still got the fur babies though. Fur babies.
And who handles the cooking around the house? You or Mama?
We both kind of do. Like, she does amazing cooking though. She does amazing. Like, if she's going to take turns cooking, say, I'm not going to have to twist my arm.
I ain't gonna lie. I was doing some homework, and I thought, you know what? I'm really big on sweets. I really like sweets, like candy and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I thought,
We were talking
I
about,
like,
we were talking about that last night on our stream. We were talking
yeah.
about like lollies that, like we call them lollies. Troll sour bite crawlers. You see, I'm not into the really sour stuff. It's got to be.
And see,
Yeah,
that's what I wanted. I was thinking about sending you some of these so you could taste some good old American candy. But my God, the shipping, they want $80 to ship.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ever since COVID hit, because like I do giveaways, and like I work with a company that's been giving me products to like review and
Sure.
stuff, and they let me keep and stuff, and we did a giveaway where I gave a gaming mouse and a mouse pad and stuff like that. It cost me almost the same price as the item itself. It was like, it's ridiculous.
I had the same issue with Streamlabs. I used to stream at least 5-6 times a week, and I used to have set up through Streamlabs. I would have merch like shirts, coffee mugs, and that type of stuff. One guy wanted that lived in, I think it was over in England, over somewhere over there. God, I had to pay like $30 to get a $10 mug over to him. So it's crazy.
Well, I that's why you should deal with third party. I mean, you might get a percentage, but
right.
At least you don't have to worry about the shipping expenses and stuff like that. But but people love the merch. Like I'm actually upgrading. I'm upgrading my whole merch. I'm actually getting a new logo and everything, and we're going to make it like captions for older gamers. Like we don't get old, we level up. Sort of things like that, like little quirky, maybe Gen X versus Gen Z, sort of like, who'd win sort of shirts. It's just a little fun with it. So
now, another question I want to ask you about the older gaming aspect of it is, and this is what I've found from a lot of the gamers that I've gamed with and some currently do, and I'd say the age difference is anywhere from 20 to 25 years age difference between myself and them. So, but I feel like a lot of these individuals, especially, well, that's all I play with guys. I don't have any girls I play with, but they really take you on almost as a father figure. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they do.
You get that aspect sometimes too from people that watch you, or
a lot of people like say, "Hey, Gramps," or
pops is what
or dad or pops. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I think a lot of them do because I feel that because I did a video where it was me and my son on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen, and that got like over 1 million views. That video resonated with so many people, and I got so many people message me after because like they said, "Oh, look, if your son's away, can I game with you?" and all this sort of stuff. I mean, my dad's no longer around anymore, or I never had a dad I could game with, and that really touched me. It was like really sweet that people said that. And I think it's a shame that maybe there's parents that overlook how important gaming is to their children.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, what it's like when we were growing up. You had a hard day. Like school sucked. Like there's so much peer pressure in school. You got to try to get good grades. You're trying to please your parents to make sure you're getting good grades. You're trying to fit in. You're trying to fit in with the crowd. And sometimes there's no crowd for you to fit in.
Right.
And then, your outlet was either music or sports or possibly video gaming. Especially for me when I was growing up, video games and with my friends, I was in like a tight-knit group of nerds. And when we were growing up, nerds weren't cool.
Right.
Nerds are now the new cool. When we were growing up,
nerds are way cool now. Absolutely.
Yeah. They're super cool now. But back when we were growing up, nerds were like,
well, and I'll be honest with you too. I remember sitting in my high school junior or senior year of high school, and then my computer teacher at that time teaching us DOS, and I thought, who's going to use this crap? Really?
Exactly. Yeah,
this stuff's going nowhere. Little did I know.
Yeah, exactly. And now look at us. We're like using everything nowadays.
Exactly.
It's on everything.
And just even to have the technology to be able to have the stuff for us as the older guys, because nobody teaches you how to do this shit. Nobody teaches you how to edit. Nobody teaches how to hook up, how we're hooking up and talking now between. I mean, it's just that generation, that younger generation, they understand how to do all this stuff. And we guffawed it at first, and now it's essential to this industry. So
It's self-taught. Like it's self-taught. Like a lot of what I did was self-taught.
100%.
I mean, I had a lot of people come in and try to help me with stuff, and it was great that they did. But then I wanted to learn it myself, and I just I'm not going to get anywhere with relying, because that's another thing. If you're relying on other people to do stuff for you,
it'll never get done.
It'll never get done because like, oh mate, yeah, sorry, I just got to get this done. You know, I got an essay to do, or
I got work to do. Get done the way that you want it.
Yes, that's a very important aspect. Definitely, I agree.
So who does all your editing for you now? Since you're such a big time
me, gamer? I do everything myself. I do everything. I do everything myself with CapCut, and I feel that if I don't do my own editing, it's not me fully.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, there's some people who've done some edits for me in the past, and I was like, wow, that looks really impressive. But I feel that it's too sleek. It's too modern. It needs a bit of like abruptness there. It needs a bit of like, oh wow, this looks pretty average. Like it looks like it's done by a 50-year-old man.
Well, it's almost. I totally get it too, because it's like when you get it back and you watch it, and you go, I think I could have probably done a little bit better than that. So I mean,
but the more you do it, the better you get at it too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, because like there's a thing I love CapCut. It's really good, and I do watch videos on how to do filters and editing and stuff like that, and I do a lot on my phone.
That's all.
And then I'll do stuff, and then I'll do stuff on my computer as well. I got CapCut on my computer.
I've heard of a service called CapWing. CapWing, WING.
No, I haven't heard that.
CapWing gives you the ability to be able to pull internet videos off, capture the URL, and actually put it into where you could post it in it, and it turns it into a video. And it's
okay. So like drags it out of like an MP4 format.
Yes, yeah, puts it to an MP4, and then I drag the MP4 from there over to CapCut and do the rest of the editing. So
okay, cool.
And it's they have a free service, and I think it charges like it's like $20 a month for. It just depends upon how much you edit and stuff like that as well too.
Yeah.
But the interesting aspect of it, you said, is that you had to teach yourself, watch all those videos, do all those things that now it's important for you to be able to grow, and so and the diversity of your gaming. I think what you're looking for is not just being that one specific gamer, is the one that likes to jump around and have that.
I dabble in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because like I also said this to other people too, because like in this past 2 weeks, I've done Call of Duty, Far Cry 6, I've done Starship Troopers, and now we're dabbling in Uncharted 4 on the PlayStation right now. And then when we did October, I did the whole month of just horror games in October.
Sure.
And that was really tiring. That was a really big month for us. Like we hit like so many goals with 350 plus subscribers on TikTok, which was amazing.
Dress. You certainly helped as well too.
Well, my girlfriend Trish, she did all my makeup, and it took like hours. And my
should hope so, because if you did that makeup yourself, that'd have been problems.
If hey,
so clearing that up for me.
He put that eyeliner on a little too well. It's not his. He's been to the Blue Oyster. Yeah, he's been to the. He's been to the Blue Oyster Club once many times. If you know that reference, yeah, it was a great month, and I sort of like deloaded this month. Like, I don't really want to push it too far. Of course, I want to keep the channel going, but like just a lot of in real life stuff happened the last couple of weeks, and I was just like, ugh, you know. But getting back into it again, because coming around Christmas, and we got to try and push the channel. We don't want to remain stagnant, because like if you are stagnant and you're in a lull and you don't pull yourself out there, people will move on, whether you like it or not. Even your most devoted people will move on and watch somebody else. So you really need to keep that consistency, and you really need to keep doing what you're doing.
That same principle applies with YouTube as well. And the only reason why I say that, because I've been on both sides of the fence to where where you have it's all about that algorithm, and to be able to catch that and ride that wave as long as you can. And the algorithm is certainly different between TikTok and YouTube. I don't even fuck around with Facebook anymore. What's your thoughts of Kick?
Oh, you really want my honest opinion of Kick? You really want the?
Please.
It is a trash platform. It is trash.
Okay, now listen. This is 7. No, I'm not on it yet, I'm tearing. But this is 17-year-old's thought. Hence my son. It's owned by Aiden Ross.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't going anywhere. He's making tons of money. So
he's making tons of money. But he's going to make tons of money. But where do you make your money?
What was the old one before? What was the one before
Mixer.
that?
Mixer.
No, the one before that. Hover. Were you on the Hover?
Never even heard of Hover. I've heard of Trovo. I've heard of Mixer. I've heard of Rumble. But this is Rumble is another.
What is going on? Why are they signing Dr. Disrespect? Why
are they not signing? Oh mate,
no. Why they did? They signed a contract with him.
What Rumble did?
Yes. Yep. He signed a contract with them.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Sorry, man.
No.
Well, but look how the mighty has fallen.
Yes.
Like no one wants to touch him after all that controversy.
No.
Like not even Kick want to touch him.
No.
And like Kick have been like
Twitch. I mean, YouTube blocked him, but.
They didn't block him, but they let him still stream there, but he couldn't monetize it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah, he just got to sign a deal with Rumble. And when I saw that, I thought to myself, who the fuck is Rumble? And so I actually had to look it up, and I guess it's another one of those YouTube platforms that's have not much of a mic to it. So obviously if you're some type of TV pervert, it's okay to go over there.
Yeah, it's I mean, the people will go over there now because you got a pretty prominent streamer on there. Even though with his controversy, he'll still do okay. He'll still do okay. I mean, give it a couple of years and no one will go, "What? When?"
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah,
it's a flash in the pan. It's a flash in the pan. Well, I can tell you this right now. My honest thoughts on Kick. Right? Yes, Aiden Ross is a millionaire. Right? But the problem was there's a lot of people who are frustrated with platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. I myself, I've been on there. I've been on Kick, right? I've been on there when it just first started.
So you did put time into Kick?
Yeah, I put time in the Kick, and I thought, okay, this is okay. But you know what? It's the same book I read before. Only I know what's going to happen in the next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
So when I jumped on Kick, I saw so many people. I understand people want to have the freedom of doing what they want, right? But the problem is when you're taking other people's content and making it your own. Like people are just posting movies. There's a page right there where they're copywriting, right, movies and games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If I did that on TikTok, I'd be banned. Yeah, exactly. My channel will be shut down because they want originality, they want creativity.
Right.
So when I know people are frustrated when it comes to creating content, like, no one's watching me. I said, yeah, but that's not their fault, it's your fault.
Right.
What are you doing to bring people in? What are you doing each day?
What's uniqueness?
Yeah, exactly. No one wants to lift a finger to make themselves known.
Right.
And I'm not saying all of them, okay? I'm just saying some people get lazy and they think, well, I'll just switch a platform and everything's going to be sweet.
Right.
And then they get the shits up. But the problem is Kick is preyed upon that and saying, look, come over us, and all this revenue sort of thing. Like, we'll only take so much percentage and you get most of this stuff. But if you're only getting 3 or 4 subs from Twitch or whatever, you're still going to get the same amount on Kick. You might get a little bit more, but what's the difference? Nothing.
No.
And not only that, people are just doing the same thing. Watch my stream, bots, share. There's no discoverability. No. Zero discoverability.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and then people come over there, but so-and-so's on there now. He's a big streamer. I said, okay, well, name a big streamer on Kick. You can't. They've all been washed up and chucked over there and paid good money. Like, I don't go to Kick to watch Amaranth play fucking poker or whatever.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
They're doing gambling. Like she never did gambling before. She didn't do much before. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, just get the hoo-has out. You know, but hey, what's up? Is that the son?
Yeah, that's the boy. He's heading off to his swim practice. Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. He's heading. He's actually my stepson. I've been around him since he was 3. He's actually being picked up by his dad today because this is holiday Thanksgiving break.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving. Yeah.
So we got Thanksgiving tomorrow. So he's going down to his dad's, which he lives in a town about an hour away from me. I'm located in Central California. If you look at California, put your finger right dead center of it. I'm in Fresno, California is where I'm located.
You're in Fresno.
I'm in Fresno.
Nice, man. So what's the time of that? About 9 o'clock or something there?
No, it's getting on 3:32 in the afternoon here.
Is that wow?
Yeah, 3:32 Wednesday. So you've already gone through the night cycle. And so what time is it there for you?
It's now 10 a.m. on a Thursday.
That's what I was thinking. Because when I first texted you, I thought, he's still probably just waking up, especially if he's got a day off and everything. So.
No, I got up pretty early because my missus got up early because she's got to do a massage because she does holistic wellness. She does massage therapy.
Nice.
So, and her business is at my joint. So she's moved in with me. We've been together for over a year now. Nice. So, and it's good. And plus, I get a massage, so I don't mind.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, she did. Well, I got home from work yesterday, and my neck was so tense, so tense in the shoulders.
You bet.
And she just did a magic, and I was good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So good. Love all the decor behind you as well too. I got to say, I do have a couple of the figures of the I'm a big Star Wars geek myself as well.
Yeah.
Too, so I
original trilogy.
Yes, the OG.
Of course,
I was in the movie theaters back in 1976 when that shit first came out. Walking.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm so jealous. I saw Jedi. I saw Jedi in the cinemas.
Yeah.
My mum took me. I didn't expect it. It was my birthday. Took me in to watch Jedi, and I lost it.
It just changed you forever.
Yeah. Yes.
And
I'm a big. Yeah. I mean, I like the prequels. I've grown to love the prequels now.
I'm not. I haven't watched any of the new stuff on Disney. I refuse to.
I've watched the new stuff and because my son, I got him into Star Wars and my daughter's into Star Wars. We watched the trilogy in the cinemas and Force Awakens, like the first 5 minutes when you see someone shoot at Kylo Ren and he blocks that laser blast and is standing there. It's like, oh my god, this dude's a badass! And then 5 minutes later, he's crying about his dad. He's like, who is this wimp? Who's this little bitch? Like, what the fuck?
I get it.
I was like, come on! And then he took his mask off. I was like, Kylo Ren, what are you doing, bro? I was like, I thought this guy's going to be an ultimate badass. He's like an ultimate little fucking mama's boy. He's like a mama's boy. But I do watch him. I mean, but I think Rogue One's probably the best thing that Disney did out of the movies. Rogue One was amazing. It was pretty good.
It was a good one for sure.
Yeah, and I even liked Solo. I thought Solo was okay. Like after a couple of years,
haven't watched it yet. I have to be honest with you. I haven't. I've got so much issues with Disney and everything that's going on.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I agree with you on that one.
Well, hey, but we got 38 minutes into this, and I thought it would be a little shorter to tell you the truth. And I'm glad we went as long as that we have. I'd like to be able to continue this conversation because we haven't even touched COVID. We haven't even touched what happened with you.
That's okay.
I would like to be able to continue this conversation. So. Because of the time difference, I don't know what works good for you, so
it gets a bit hard because like with work and plus my own stuff I'm doing,
shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, work sucks. Yes, it does suck. But
that's why it's not called fun. It's called work.
There's no tag me in and all.
It's tough to be able to find us old timers out there that are gamers that are just actually in this for fun these days. And that's where
look, I am in it for fun. Don't get me wrong. I am in it for fun. But this is something. Okay, of course we want to win, but I feel that it's like, especially with the streaming side of things and gaming sort of things, it's such a huge, it's just a huge youth-based area. So when people are watching people our age, it's like, oh, what's this person doing? And they sort of like. either turn off or they will watch in curiosity, with more of a curiosity than like, oh, this. But so there's only like, and I know that there's other gamers like that are older that are doing relatively well, but they started like what? Yeah, like they've done like a viral video that's gone off, and then now they've got that community. But whereas us, we're trying to do our own thing, and you might go up here and then you go back down there again. So I'm trying to go up there and be consistent, stay up there, and then go higher and higher. But it is really hard. It is exceptionally hard. And also when you're approaching sponsorships too, like how many companies I've approached for sponsorships where they like, I don't know. But now that my TikTok is starting to grow,
right?
I'm starting to get emails from people and stuff like that. I'm working currently with Mad Cats and the Man Shake right now, doing sponsorship with them, and so it's great. So it's hard work. You definitely have to put the hard work in. You have to put the hard work in.
It is. It's just true, and the marketing of it as well. It's just you have to be all over it. I'd like to be able to roll some time with you inside of Call of Duty as well.
Yeah, man. I'll give you my a game attack. Oh, actually, if you want, I'll invite you to our Discord too, if you like. I don't know if you want to join or not. I mean, and you want to promote your stuff on there.
I'm not much of a typer chat. I'm more of a talker like this, that type of stuff. Yeah, so I mean, I'll chime in every now and then.
Yeah, but, that's okay. Honestly, dude, like it's just for like announcements. But if you got anything to promote, like a YouTube or whatever you want to do, throw it in there. We're happy to check it out.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, and like I said, let's kind of keep in communication here too. When you have with the next couple days, 3-4 days, let's get together. And further this conversation and get this podcast thing going. So
if I'm not working tomorrow, I'll let you know and I'll give you the heads up.
It's actually Thanksgiving tomorrow.
But Thanksgiving tomorrow. Yeah,
no. That's okay because the wife is actually going back to work. My wife is a nurse, and so she's going back to work tomorrow. She's had the last 5 days off, so she's ready to get away from the family and back to work.
My holiday is leaving home.
Yes, exactly.
My holiday is not being here amongst you crazy people. Yeah,
exactly. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate this, and like I said, maybe within this next, if I'll try jump in the lobby with you, or something like that. But
that's right, man. No worries.
Send me the information. All right.
No problem, man. No problem.
All right, brother. Good talking to you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, same to you. Take it easy, man. All right.
Talk to you soon, man.
All right. Uru. Bye.